Tonight is the night Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump meet for the first presidential debate of this election season.
They will take the stage at Hofstra University in New York at 9 p.m., but one important member of Hillary Clinton's campaign won't be in attendance.
Democratic vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine. He flew into Orlando earlier today. That is where he will be taking in the debate, watching it there. He is attending a watch party with Democratic voters.
News Channel 5's own anchor Michael Williams talked with the senator from Virginia in a one-on-one interview ahead of tonight's debate. He's live now in Orlando with more on what he talked about with the candidate. Michael.
Good evening. I'm outside the Iglesias El Calvario Catholic Church here in Orlando, where Senator Tim Kaine met with Hispanic faith leaders. And just about a half hour or so ago, I had a chance to talk with Hillary Clinton's vice presidential running mate one-on-one. Perhaps no one outside of her family has more of an insight into what Hillary Clinton is thinking tonight, just hours from the debate, than does Tim Kaine. And we talked about the political albatross that hangs around her now. The question of trustworthiness, where poll after poll shows it is perhaps the biggest impediment between her and the White House.
When she got out of law school and she was fighting to provide equity to young people in the education system or in juvenile justice system, Donald Trump was being sued for housing discrimination by the Justice Department. When she was First Lady fighting to give 8 million kids health insurance through the CHIP program, Donald Trump was doing projects and then not paying contractors, working people, some of whom had to go bankrupt as a result.
Let me ask you, do you think Hillary Clinton tonight, your running mate, needs to directly address, as she has acknowledged, this trustworthiness issue? She said, I understand I'm not getting through. I understand some people have this feeling. Does she need not just a comparison with Donald Trump, but from her own heart to tackle that head on, and if so, how to break through on her own her perspective, on her own basis, not as an attack against Donald Trump?
Oh, I think, look, what I expect that she'll do, so say the email issue comes up, I think she'll do what I've heard her do, which is say, I made a mistake. The FBI is fully investigated, determined that there's nothing more there to do, but I take responsibility and I apologize.
And her comment about up to half of his supporters being part of a basket of deplorables, Islamophobic, xenophobic, and the like, has not gone over well in polling. Does she owe the American public an apology tonight? He's going to hammer on that.
Sure.
Will she directly apologize to the American public, tens of millions of whom, whether your campaign likes it or not, voted for Donald Trump and have been lumped into this basket?
I think she's already said, look, I misstated. I should have said it slightly differently. But I'll tell you something.
Slightly differently?
Well, I'll tell you something, Michael. If you don't call out deplorable activity, you have David Duke, who's connected with the Ku Klux Klan, who has been doing robo-dials telling people to vote for Donald Trump.
Senator Kaine now heads to a watch party tonight in downtown Orlando, and then getting ready for his own vice presidential debate against Mike Pence next week. As for me, I'm jumping in the car, heading back down to our main studios to watch the debate along with you at home and to cover the highlights of the debate. Then tomorrow I'll be off to Melbourne, where Donald Trump will arrive for his own rally. Florida, as always, the biggest battleground prize. There's an old political bromide that says debates do not necessarily ever change many minds. But in a race this tight, not that many minds may have to be changed, relatively speaking. It's going to be interesting to watch this political heavyweight bout tonight, the first of 3 presidential debates. For now, reporting live from Orlando, I'm Michael Williams, WPTV News Channel 5.